What about second breakfast?
Time for second breakfast.
What's up, everybody? Monster from Breakdowns for Breakfast here with another second breakfast. So I don't do a lot of these, but every once in a while, a single will get released or one track, and it's so interesting or weird or something that I just feel like it's worth talking about for just a few minutes. And a song was released July 27th, 2026 that I just feel like I should talk about for a minute. It's a new song called I Love My Robot by Sherri Moon Zombie. Now, anybody who's listened to the show a couple times knows that I do like Rob Zombie a lot. I'm also a big horror movie guy. So, of course, I've seen all of Rob Zombie's movies. I think House of a Thousand Corpses is probably my favorite. I recognize Devil's Rejects might be considered a quote-unquote better film, but I just like the vibe and the zaniness of House of a Thousand Corpses. But Lords of Salem is really good. I don't love what he did with the Halloween movies, but I respect them. I think they're well made for what they are. I'm also a huge fan of his animated film, The Haunted Adventures of El Superbeasto. For the sheer insanity of it, I watch that movie probably at least once a year because it is just it's animated very similar to like Ren and Stimpy, but it's just huge, over the top adult cartoon kind of thing, and it's wild. So anyway, I've always supported Rob and his music and his films, and obviously if you care at all about Rob Zombie, then you're going to know a little bit about Sherri Moon Zombie, his wife, because she's in all of his movies, and I think her role as Baby in both House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects and Three from Hell, she's cool in that too. I think she's great in all those movies as Baby. I think she does a great job. She's a little less great in 31, but she's amazing in El Superbeasto. She's like one of the main characters. So I like her too. I think she's got a fun personality. I've seen her in interviews, and I gotta say, man, the relationship between Rob and Sherri is it's kind of a beautiful thing because you can tell that they definitely share a bond over this, B-movie cheesy Halloween horror thing. Because, okay, so The Munsters. I am a huge apologist for The Munsters. I don't think it's that bad. When it first came out, I remember watching it a couple of times with my daughter, and we thought it was fun. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit silly and looks a little cheap, but I mean, so did the Munsters TV show. Like it was meant to be camp, and I think Sherri Moon Zombie does a great job in that movie. So anyway, when I saw that she was dropping a single, I was intrigued because from as far as I know, she's done a little bit of singing here or there on some like, soundtracks and stuff for some of these movies and stuff. She might have even sang backup on a Rob Zombie song or two that I'm not 100% sure of. So when I saw that this was going to come out, Rob Zombie shooting a video for a Sherri Moon Zombie song, I didn't know what to expect. And now that I've watched the video a few times and I've listened to the song a few times, I'm still not exactly sure what I think, because it's going to be real easy for people to watch this and listen to this and be like, great, this is awful. This is her singing's not great. The lyrics are amateur. It's very silly and it's dumb and nobody should listen to it. But if you think about the art that Rob Zombie has created his entire career, I mean, it's always been B-film. It's always been not subpar because it's well crafted, but it's crafted on purpose to not be perfect. And the whole point of this song is it's a diss track towards artificial intelligence. So it kind of makes sense that it's a little bit cringy on purpose. I really do feel like this was made to be a little tongue in cheek. And if you can just enjoy it for what level that it's on, I think it's actually kind of fun. Love it or hate it, it's 2 minutes long, so it's not going to take up a ton of your time if you check it out. But what I noticed is when I was listening to this, it reminds me of two songs kind of smashed together. It sounds a whole lot like Hey Mickey by Tony Basil and That's Not My Name by the Ting Tings. And if you put those two songs together and make it about how AI sucks, you kind of get the gist of the song. I will say, I feel like if you're not watching the video and you're just listening to it, I feel like the punk rock energy comes across clearer. When you watch the video, which I actually think the video is a lot of fun, it's essentially Sherri Moon Zombie in sort of a black cheerleader uniform, and she's singing the song in front of a couple of robots, 3 robots that are pretending to play the song. And it actually does cut to some other shots of her. Like there's one shot where she's reading a book. There's a shot where she's sitting at a typewriter. And whenever they cut to those, if you look around, there's like props and stuff from Rob Zombie's, stage show and other music videos and stuff. So I like all of that. The lyrics are where I think a lot of people are going to get sort of like, really, but again, I feel like that's sort of the shtick here. And if it doesn't work for you and you just think this is a weak song, that's totally cool. I might feel that way too. Like I said, I'm confused. I don't know how I feel, but I'm not going to read all of the lyrics, but the hook is basically the way the song starts is her chanting AI, AI, I don't need your AI. You're a vampire sucking me dry. And then so the first verse is, give me a book to read. You don't have my brain to feed. What's my color? I need to know. I got to pick a shirt for the show. I like the way she delivers all this. It is very Riot Girl, almost like Joan Jett and Cherry Bombs and that kind of thing. The part where there's a bit of a disconnect, I think, is she's not a 20-year-old angry person. She's 55 with a pretty comfortable lifestyle. So I think that's where I feel like maybe if you're not watching it and you're just listening to it, maybe it comes across stronger. But I actually like her kind of tone of voice. It's I don't quite know the right word for it, but it has this kind of angsty female power kind of thing going on that I really like. Except between the verses and the chorus, she does this but where she sings the word but out, but it's like a ba and the pitch keeps going up. And there's like 1 or 2 notes between the first and the last that sound out of key to me. Every time I hear it, I don't like it. But again, the whole song is railing on AI. So, I mean, it's probably supposed to be a little off, right? I mean, maybe I'm giving her too much credit, but it makes sense to me. But then the hook is ridiculous. It's just, I love my robot. I love my Roomba. It cleans my floor and it goes Azuma Zuma. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff, man. I don't know. Like this cracks me up. I have a lot of fun with this for some reason. And I'll go ahead and read you the second verse too. It says, I'll scribe my own song this very night. Don't type words out for me. It just ain't right. I don't like the shows you suggest. I pick my programs because I know me best. And then it goes through all the other stuff again. There's a little bit of a change up on the third verse / bridge kind of thing where she says, words per minute are 60 plus, but I can voice it now without a fuss. Newsy reporters would give us the scoop. Now only cogs are singing the blues. And that's all the lyrics. Like I said, the song's only 2 minutes long and it's real fast, upbeat, kind of punk rock. And I think for what it is, it kind of works. I don't know. Like I have fun with this. I can definitely see other people calling it trash, and maybe it is, but I feel like it is on purpose, if that makes any sense. This very much to me felt like you could see this popping up in the middle of a Rob Zombie film. Like in the right context, somebody flipping through the TV channels, or like how sometimes he'll do those weird cutaways where you feel like you're seeing like film grain from something else. This music video pops up, like that would make perfect sense. And if you watch the video, it's real. Most of the video is like stark white with her dancing in front of it in all black singing. And then you've got these 3 giant robots pretending to play the music. Now, speaking of which, I looked it up. The song is produced by a guy named Chris Zeus Harris. And the music video was obviously directed by Rob Zombie. I could not find who the musicians are on the song. What I did see was at the end of the song where they do, like on the music video, they do the credits. They're credited as Electro on guitar, Volt on drums, and Danger on bass. Which begs the question, why the hell didn't Danger tell me he was on this song? That's rad. I would have loved to have been there and shake some hands, meet some people, man. Damn, dude, like, so rude of him not to tell me that. Anyway, have you heard this song? Do you think this is like fun, to me, okay, here you go, my final statement. To me, this song is the B-movie version of punk rock. And I think that was on purpose because it's railing against AI and it's sung by a 55-year-old woman in a cheerleading costume. I think it's all intentional, and for that reason, I think I like this song a lot. But what do you think? Have you heard this song? Is this a fun song? Is it a stupid song? Do you like Rob Zombie? Do you like Sherri Moon Zombie? Tell me all of your feelings, and I hope you have a great day.